Good morning, everybody, and welcome back. My name is Joel, and this is A Stable Life. I knew today was going to be a good day. Now, you might be wondering, what is this doing in the barn? And why is it where the hay mow was? Good things come to those who wait. Don't you worry. I'll have the answer for you in a jip. For now, I need to go take care of a big problem that I saw when I pulled into the stable this morning. Someone got hay all over the driveway. There we go, that should be okay. I can't believe the nerve of such an individual that would get hay delivered and then leave hay up in the parking lot. Yeah, it was me. It was me. I was the one got hay delivered last night. Didn't even record it, can you believe me? And that's partially why the tractor's parked in here. That's taken care of. So now we can get started feeding the horses, who are surely hungry and ready for some grain. I wanted to show you guys something kind of interesting. William is on medication. A lot of you know that, maybe a few of you that are new to the channel don't. He has a disease called DSLD, which affects his rear legs and tendons, which means that he's on some medication to help him to be able to function. And William has decided that he doesn't like the pill in his grain, and he's able to pick the pill out of his grain when he's eating it. So we have had to resort to new measures. You guys recognize this? This is one of the bags of treats you guys got from our Amazon wish list, and there's the pill. We'll put that face down, just like that. And that's been working pretty good at getting him to take his medication. You gotta get creative with these animals, that's for sure. All of the hay is in all of the stalls, and all of the muck buckets are out because it's manure day. That's why I said it was gonna be such a good day, guys. I also have more good news, guys. Look who's here. Hello? Gavin, tell us, what did you have for breakfast this morning?
A bottle of water.
And I had a cup of coffee. Leia, doing some rolling in the hay. You're something else, Spooch. Good morning, Buster. Good morning, Rocky. How are you two this morning? Hey, Buster. Good morning. Rocky, how we feeling today? Huh? How we feeling, Rocky? All right, we're feeling ready. Let's go give you guys some grain. What's up, Pancho? Now, something that's really nice is we have a lot of new viewers on the channel, which is awesome. So if you're a new viewer, hey, it's awesome to have you here. Welcome to the channel. But that also means that we've been getting a lot of questions about things that we have answered in the past. So I'm just gonna briefly re-answer some of those questions. There you go, buddy. Starting with Poncho. One of those questions is, why is Poncho separated by himself in the left run overnight, where Tucker's stall is? Poncho's owner wants him in this pasture separated overnight for now. And so that's why we keep Poncho in the left run. The left run was something that was originally created for rehabilitation and for sick horses, injured horses, or new horses to meet the herd. Right now it is currently being used as Tucker's stall since there is no current room inside the horse stable, as well as Poncho's area overnight. All right, so let's go ahead and let in these beauties. Starting with Roni, Champ, and Jack. Looks like Jack's trying to hide behind Champ. We still see it, Jack. Oh, look at that beautiful blue eye on Casino. There's George. Hey, George. Another blue eye. And Rebel. And William. He's making his way over. Hey, William. Good to see you, buddy. Gotta make sure William gets that medication. That's why we're trying the treat method. Come on, William. In your stall, buddy. It's okay. Right into your stall. Go ahead. That's it.
Hey, did you hit that like button yet?
Beautiful. All the horses are in. Let's go ahead and let in the next herd. Looks like Swade's licking his lips. He's so excited. I get the feeling, Swade. I get the feeling. Good morning, guys. Good to see you. Hey, Spitfire. Hey, buddy. Good to see you. Let's try to get him single file so you guys can see him. Here's Swade. Hey, Swade. There's Declan. Good morning, Declan. Good morning, Obi. Hey, Danny. Hey, Skywalker. Hey, Samson. Hey, Sriracha. Good to see ya. Hey, Archer. Hey, Gavin. Hey, Argento. Hey, Duke. Good to see ya. Hey, Docs. Good to see ya. Here comes Weather and Tucker. Weather's in the front, Tucker's in the back. And now another way you can tell the difference is Tucker looks like he got a little bit of a haircut. Looking good, Tucker. Come on, Tucker. And that actually takes me to another big question that I get asked a lot here on the channel. And I notice this is mainly from new viewers who don't know Tucker's backstory. You guys want to know, why is it that Tucker can't eat in the barn with all of the other horses? Well, that's a good question. Simply put, our main horse stable can hold up to 25 horses, and then we built this structure out here that is actually 2 stalls as well, theoretically meaning that we can hold 27 horses. One of these stalls is used as the donkey's main living area, and this pasture is now permanently the donkey's, also known as the right run. And this is the donkey's new home. They like this a lot better than being trapped in the stall all night. Here they have the ability to go around, get some freedom, get some movement. When the weather's bad, they're welcome to go right inside the stall. No harm, no fuss. Taking a look inside the barn, the main stable is full, but these 2 areas right here that is known as the feed room was 2 horse stalls. And this stall right over here is actually currently being rented, even though the horse is not here. In fact, speaking of, hey, here, come here.
I have some insider information. A little birdie told me that Poe might be coming back soon.
Good information, Gavin. But we'll have to see more on that later. Now, this was an arrangement that was made while Tucker was not at our stable.
Wasn't Tucker here before?
That he was, Gavin. When he was here, Tucker was under a different ownership. And while he was here, Tucker's stall was where Doc's currently is. In fact, Tucker moved around quite a lot of different areas. He was down where Weather was. He was down where Samson was. He was up here.
He got around.
And then eventually Tucker moved away from our stable. And if you guys are interested, there is a video of us moving Tucker up to that area and saying goodbye to him. And then sadly, his owner ended up developing some medical issues, so was no longer able to care for Tucker, which meant that we were asked if we would be able to take Tucker back to our facility.
And there's a video on that as well if you'd like to see it.
What we're getting at is you guys will get a lot of the answers to your questions by just digging into those videos in the past. They're all there
for your joy.
There's no telling what you'll find. When Tucker made his way back, the arrangement that we currently have was already set in place, which meant that the only place that was open for Tucker to go was right there. Otherwise, we wouldn't have even been able to take Tucker. Tucker really enjoys the stable and enjoys being here, and Tucker does not mind being out here at all. He likes the ability to eat his grain and go immediately into the left run, which normally he has, but on Manure Day, 1 day per week, he is stuck in his stall. But he still gets the joy of being with Buster and Rocky, of course. Now, things have changed as well. Tucker is no longer under our ownership. In fact, Samson's owner has decided to take on Tucker as well. 2 big horses, I might add. But they definitely look great together when they're out on the trail rides. So Tucker is in excellent hands and definitely doing well. As well as out of respect for the privacy of Tucker's previous client, I will not be answering any questions in regards to what took place with his health. I know you guys will certainly understand. But that doesn't mean that Tucker's gonna be in the left run forever.
Because we've got big plans this year.
What kind of big plans, Gavin?
Come here. We see this area here. There's not usually a tractor here. And we know the area right over here we know is the feed room, as Joel mentioned earlier. And we just recently cleaned this area out. So now that this area is nice and cleaned out, we're planning on moving the feed room there into here.
So Gavin, what's gonna happen with the old feed room?
We're gonna put a wall in between, and those are going back to 2 horse stalls. Now based on the sizes of these doors, which one do you think Tucker would prefer? This one? Or this one?
Well, Gavin, I think that's going to be a tough decision. We'll have to leave that up to Tucker's owner.
Exactly.
So I hope that was able to shed some light on what's taking place, what's about to happen, and why things are the way that they currently are. I'll tell you what, guys, it's always a hoot here when we're feeding horses. We've got a lot of work to do and a lot more to show you guys. Let's go ahead and get started on manure and hay. Now, as Gavin's working on manure, we're going to need to give Declan a little bit more electrolytes. So I do not have a cameraman this time around, so you guys will have to forgive me on that. This time we're only going to be giving Declan 20 milligrams. Hey Declan. Come here, buddy. It's okay. Shh, 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 shh. There we go, got it. He's like a little kid. He really doesn't like taking his medicine. I always say the horses are like 2-year-olds. That's that. We have one more thing we need to work on, and then we can get started on hay. Even with all that rain that we've been getting, it looks like Duke's hooves are drying down a little bit, so we're gonna need to put some hoof moisturizer on Duke. It's all right, Duke. Duke's a good horse. Thank you guys very much for providing this hoof moisturizer. I know I say it all the time, but you guys really are awesome. Thank you. Good stuff, dude. You're being so good. If you look at his hoof there, you can see some cracks that are developing. The horse's hoof is made up of the same material that your fingernails are made of. And so just as your fingernails can get brittle and crack, so can a horse's hoof. You gotta make sure the hoof is very well taken care of. As the saying goes, no hoof, no horse. I never mind doing this with Duke. He's always so good. Never a problem with this. There we go. And then we will do that daily until his hooves no longer are developing those cracks. Or it starts getting really wet really quickly. His hooves will naturally start getting softer, and when they start getting softer, you don't want to be putting hoof conditioner on because then they'll get too soft and he can develop abscesses. As with everything, balance is key. Love having a healthy medicine cabinet. Okay. That's all that, Leia. All the horses now are just waiting to be let out, so we can get started on hay. As you can see, we currently have 10 large square bales sitting here. We got in an order of 20, and I gotta put 10 more in here. We believe that this should be the final hay order that we need. Then we will be able to start using our own hay. Things have just been so dry and cold this spring, and then suddenly got very wet later on in spring that our hay crop, as well as our pastures, just aren't growing as quick as they are some years, which meant that we ended up needing more hay. But thankfully, B&K Farms was there and able to provide these extra 20 bales for us, so we really appreciate that, guys. Thank you. Look at that Gavin, working hard. As you guys know, this is where we're feeding hay, so there is an opened large square bale in here. So I'm gonna have to take that opened large square bale out, flake by flake, stack it up, and then put it back in here once all the hay's in.
So I just came from the manure pile, and didn't Joel do an amazing job taking all of that out?
I actually haven't showed him it completely clean yet.
Well, you can put this clip after that clip.
No, that's completely fine. Why don't you show him how it looks? I got a pallet put down, and then I'll just put the flakes on top of the pallet so I can move it easily with the tractor. And then I can put it back in once we're done. All right, guys, we got the bale put out for the horses in the middle field, and here we have 20 bales inside. You may be thinking, Joel, I thought you said you put one out and you bought 20. That's true, but there was one already in here, which means there are 20 large square bales stored. Good deal. And we even have room to put the loose hay right there. Should work out nice and dandy. The hay that's in the wheelbarrow will be used tonight, and the hay that's on the ground will be put in the wheelbarrow. As far as I'm concerned, that job is done, which means we can finally let out all these horses that are ready to be turned out, that's for sure. Good deal, good deal. All the horses are turned out, everything is good to go, and it is time for lunch. Petey, Daniel, what do we have for lunch today? That appears to be sour cream and onion chips. You can tell from the little pieces of green. Very tasty. And what we got, a sandwich?
Yep.
What do you got on yours?
Same thing.
You guys made yours identical?
Probably not.
I was gonna say, Daniel's looks better.
Yeah. Oh, snap.
What about you, Andy? How does your sandwich look?
It looks pretty good. Surrounded by chips right now.
Lunch was absolutely phenomenal. We are now back inside the horse stable with a box of lights. That's right, guys. This is something we've been wanting to work on for a long time. When you're here at the stable, late or in the winter time, it gets quite dark down here on this section of aisleway. And a lot of the stalls we have been changing from LED regular bulbs over to these LED light bars. They work really good at keeping the stalls lit, and they use the same amount of power as these little guys. So we're going to be putting them in these stalls from Spitfire on through Obi, as well as Duke and Dox's stalls. And we were able to get this because of all of you guys. This was pulled together from a lot of the gift cards that were sent to us from Amazon. So guys, thank you so much. This is really awesome. Let's see just how much better things look in here. Here's our first light installed in Spitfire's stall. Man, looks good. Looks really good. Whew, we got a lot to go. This is how we used to have the lights set up. And these were put in when the barn was first built. Of course, it's not the same light bulb. Gavin, could you add that to the collection?
Another fine addition to my collection.
These are what we use to power a lot of the fans in the horse stable. And since it's not necessarily warm enough for all the fans to be running, we are repurposing them to run the lights, and then we'll get new ones to run the fans. That way when we turn the light switch on, all the fans turn on, and when we turn the light switch off, all the fans turn off. The stalls are just far enough apart from each other that we can't daisy chain them together. Nice.
Joel, did you just have an idea?
Yes.
I knew it. I could see the light turn on above your head.
So what do you think? Do you think there's more light or less light in these stalls?
More.
Well, we got all the horses in. And I don't know about you guys, but I think the horses are really enjoying all these new lights. And I know for me, these are gonna come in handy, especially in the winter time when it gets dark at about 4:30 p.m. and you're still feeding horses. But these are gonna be fine. Tell you what, guys, today is just an absolutely beautiful, pristine day. Hey, Rocky. What's up, bud? Think Rocky remembers when I picked him up to put him in the horse trailer to get him here?
Probably. That's probably why he doesn't like you still.
All the horses are turned out. The tractor is put away, as is the quad. Of course, this is a temporary solution. The hay currently has a home, and it's no longer here, which means that what used to be out there got evicted and put out in here. That's not going to be the plan forever. We've got big plans in regards to where we're going to be storing all of our hay, but that's going to have to be for another video. And I'd love to give a big and special thank you to every single one of you that sent us some Amazon gift cards. We really appreciate all of the generosity that you guys showed, and I think the stable looks that much better for it. Thank you, guys. And it's gonna be on that happy note that this is where we're gonna draw an end to the video for today.
If you haven't already, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell.
And as always, we'll see you in the next one.